What if I told you that the biggest threat to European luxury isn't coming from Germany or the US, but from a vision that treats your car like a living tech organism? I'm Ava, and today we are diving deep into the 2026 NIO ES9. This isn't just an SUV, it's NIO's definitive statement on what a flagship should be. It's bold, it's intelligent, and it might just change the way you think about electric mobility forever. So, what separates the ES9 from the sea of electric SUVs? Three words: the power ecosystem. While others focus on faster cables, NIO focuses on freedom. With the Gen 3 power swap stations, you're back on the road with a 100% battery in under 3 minutes. But it's not just the hardware. The ES9 features the Skyride fully active suspension. We're talking about a chassis that reads the road thousands of times per second, making potholes feel like they don't even exist. This is the flying carpet effect, re-engineered for the digital age. Now, let's talk about the soul of this machine. The design? NIO calls their philosophy design for autonomous driving. But look closer, it's more than just housing sensors. Starting from the exterior, the ES9 is an exercise in pure proportion. At nearly 5.2 meters long, it has the presence of a titan, yet the aerodynamic drag coefficient is a staggering 0.24. That's sports car territory in a family-sized SUV. Notice the shark nose front. It's cleaner than ever. The signature double-dash daytime running lights have evolved into high-definition light bars that don't just illuminate. They communicate with pedestrians using subtle light pulses. And look at the roofline. You see that subtle watchtower layout? That's where the high-definition LiDAR and 8-megapixel cameras sit. NIO chose not to hide them, but to integrate them as a crown of intelligence. It tells the world, I see everything. But the real magic happens when you open these flush-handle doors. Welcome to what NIO calls the second living room. We are seeing a shift from cold, hard luxury to warm tech. Instead of traditional wood or plastic, we have extensive use of kaolin, a sustainable rattan material from the Indonesian rainforest. It feels organic, it breathes, and it smells like nature, not a factory. The seats? They aren't just leather. They are wrapped in OEKOTX certified bio-based fabrics. The dashboard is a continuous, clean line that expands the visual width of the cabin. The 15.6-inch AMOLED central display floats effortlessly, but your eyes will likely gravitate toward the Nomi halo on the dashboard. It's no longer just a digital assistant. With its new prismatic glass housing, it feels like a living companion. Space is the ultimate luxury here. In the 6-seater executive layout, the second-row seats offer air cushion technology with 20-way power adjustment. And that panoramic roof? It's not just glass. It's a smart electrochromic surface that can go from 100% transparent to 95% opaque in seconds, blocking 99% of UV rays. Every stitch, every haptic vibration from the steering wheel, and every hidden air vent is designed to reduce cognitive noise. It's a space designed to lower your heart rate the moment you step inside. So, we've seen the beauty and the tech. But now comes the most critical question. Why should the NIO ES9 be your next sanctuary on wheels? Why choose this over the established European giants? The first reason isn't even about the car itself, it's about freedom from range anxiety. While the rest of the world is waiting at charging stations, NIO owners are moving. With Power Swap 3.0, you drive into a station, and in less than 3 minutes, a fully charged 150 kilowatt-hour battery is swapped into your car automatically. It's faster than filling a tank of gas. This isn't just a convenience, it's a paradigm shift. It means your car's heart is always young. As battery technology improves, you don't buy a new car, you just swap for a newer, more efficient battery. Secondly, consider the digital architecture. The ES9 is powered by NIO Atom, a supercomputing platform with 4 NVIDIA Orin X chips. We are talking over 1,000 TOPS of computing power. To put that in perspective, that's more processing power than most high-end gaming rigs and many other EVs combined. Why does this matter? Because it makes the ES9 future-proof. The car you buy today will be smarter 6 months from now through over-the-air updates that actually change the driving dynamics, not just the UI colors. Thirdly, let's talk about the user enterprise philosophy. When you buy an ES9, you aren't just a customer. You are a member of a club. Access to NIO houses worldwide, those stunning, architecturally significant community spaces, offers a lifestyle upgrade that no other manufacturer provides. It's a workspace, a library, and a social hub. Then, there is the executive comfort without the executive guilt. You get a vehicle that competes with the Range Rover or the BMW X7 in terms of sheer interior volume and material quality, but with a zero-emission footprint and a focus on sustainable luxury. The ES9 doesn't just transport you, it preserves your state of mind. The ultra-quiet cabin, the 23-speaker 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos sound system, and the subtle fragrance system, designed by world-class perfumers, create a multi-sensory environment that turns a stressful commute into a meditative experience. Finally, think about the safety of omniscience. With 33 high-performance sensing units, including that ultra-long-range LiDAR I mentioned, the ES9 doesn't just react to accidents. It predicts and prevents them long before they are in your field of vision. In a world full of transportation devices, the NIO ES9 stands out as a living space that understands you. It's an investment in your time, your peace of mind, and the planet's future. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about who you become during that journey. Now, let's talk about where the ES9 stands in the global arena. This isn't just another electric SUV, it is a direct challenger to the automotive hierarchy. Strategically, NIO has positioned the ES9 in a blue ocean of its own. It sits comfortably between the traditional luxury of the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV and the tech-heavy appeal of a Tesla Model X. In the European and Asian markets, the ES9 is not competing on price, it is competing on value of time. By offering the battery-as-a-service model, NIO effectively lowers the entry barrier while maintaining a premium brand equity that rivals Range Rover. We are seeing a shift where the modern executive no longer wants the loud status symbols of the past. The ES9 is the bridge between the legacy of craftsmanship and the future of autonomous mobility. It is the sophisticated choice for those who realize that true luxury is no longer about what's under the hood, but about how much of your life the car can give back to you. When you look at competitors,
you start to see the contrast.
Some brands focus on raw performance. Others focus on minimalism. NIO takes a different path. It focuses on integration, and that creates a different kind of value. Not louder, but more connected. But the playground is crowded. The BMW iX offers that classic Bavarian driving soul. The Mercedes EQS SUV is a palace of screens. And the Range Rover EV? That's the gold standard for prestige. However, the ES9 offers something they can't, a seamless bridge between software and physical infrastructure. While the Germans are catching up on software, NIO is already miles ahead in the ecosystem race. Throughout our time with the NIO ES9, we haven't just been testing a car, we've been experiencing a vision brought to life. What is the final verdict? How does the ES9 find its place amidst the noise of the electric vehicle world? My friends, sometimes a product simply fulfills a need. Other times, it completely redefines that need. The ES9 belongs to the latter. This vehicle is not just a collection of metal moving you from point A to point B. It is an ecosystem that respects your most precious asset, your time. The freedom provided by power swap stations, the mental clarity of autonomous driving, and that peaceful, Scandinavian-inspired minimalism of the interior, they all serve one purpose: to create a future that demands less from you and offers more back. Of course, like any revolution, NIO's approach requires courage. It isn't easy to break away from traditional charging cables or conventional ideas of luxury. But once you take the wheel, once you have that first interaction with Nomi, and once you feel that moment of flow where the road's imperfections simply vanish, you realize the old world is already behind us. The ES9 proves that technology doesn't have to be cold and distant. It can actually make us feel more human. Ultimately, if you are looking for a mere status symbol, your options are many. But if you seek the most refined, intelligent, and sustainable intersection of technology and luxury, you are in the right place. The NIO ES9 isn't just your next car, it's the first step into your future lifestyle. I'm Ava. Thank you for joining me on this technological exploration. The future is closer than we thought. It's arriving quietly and in style.